Alright, welcome to some tier 2 Sorc gameplay. Had this sitting on my hard drive for way too long. This is from Christmas of 2023, and we're approaching the fall of 24, so this is 6 to 9 months old footage. I guess I could look it up on the kill board when I got some of these kills to figure it out. I should have most of the leveling. It's all scenarios for the most part. Maybe a quest here or there, but or like a PQ to get rune armor. But all scenarios between 31 and 40. I know they've recently nerfed a little bit of damage. I think right now at 100 combustion or whatever I'm at, you get 50% bonus crit damage, and they nerfed it down to 35 within the last month. What that translates to in DPS loss, someone could probably calculate, but I don't know, 10%. So instead of your damage, you know, for a non-crit dot doing 100 damage, a crit dot used to do, you know, 150, now it does 135 or 140. Scale that up to whatever. I don't think it'll affect the single target spec all that much, to be honest. But you're gonna get less fluff AoE damage. Just ice spikes, infernal wave, chill wind, word of pain. I rarely use doom bolt. I think I do eventually use it a couple times. For a 2-second cast, if it only does like 500 damage, it feels like such a waste. Like infernal wave was instant. I just hit him for 648. If I have to load up a fireball or doom bolt and it only does like 500 damage, it feels like such a waste. And infernal hand, I think is what it's called, the beam. It's so much better. But I think I do eventually try and get a fireball in on a couple guys that aren't paying attention. You kind of have to hope they don't run away, because if they run away, all your next stuff won't land. I'm gone heal. A little too early with the beam. But I was gonna run away, so. Now, if you have a guard and a healer that you know is going to toss you a couple heals, you can try and do the close quarters bomb spec. You see it every now in tier 2 with Bright Wizard or Sorc running it without guard, and they just get obliterated. I really don't know why they try and do it without like a dedicated 3-man. You're so ineffective. I am Tubbs. Oop, he left me alone. On knights, anyone without a shield is on the table for dinner. Shield can be really fucking annoying. They still take damage, but look at that block. If you get behind them, you can land spells on them. So get behind them and chill wind, and then ice spike them, infernal wave them. Ooh, maybe I try and go for the stun. Don't need it. The stun M3 is nice if you want to try and load up one of those stupid doom bolts. Or some kind of casted spell, Shattered Shadows or something. Or not Shattered Shadows, that's the AoE. The other, Gloom of Night. Something that takes a while to cast. You might want to stun them first. Not up yet. Trying to get it off. I'm clicking where it pops up. I do not have M3 hotkey. Never have. Oh, I broke it right away. Never hotkey my morales, to be honest. I think M1 is on hotkey, and then half my profiles it doesn't work. And realistically, I don't use M1 all that much on any class except like Witch Hunter. White Lion, those kind of DPS classes. It's better to know you're about to use your morale than to accidentally fat finger it every now and then. That could be life or death. Takes an extra half second to click. Ooh, the pit got him. Tab target hit that bright wizard, except he was below me. They did, right before I started playing this guy, they did do the change with, like, directional instant cast. So chill wind, not chill wind, ice spikes goes, like, the direction your character's going. And I strafe a lot, so half the time it doesn't hit anybody. Oh, this one's already 5 minutes in. They got a 4-man trying to back cap. We have metal though, so they're just kind of camping our spawn. No, they should not die. They got a Rune Priest, Archmage, Warrior Priest. This should be like unkillable for our group. Even if that guy was full DPS, common. Oh, this guy's gonna die. M3'd or something. He got a lot of absorb there. I don't think that was a regular absorb. Yeah, you always gotta make sure you're moving forward when you ice spike now. And Infernal Wave, it shoots sideways if you're not careful. Luminite is a decent, I think it does 5 ticks for a dot. It adds up. Even if it doesn't hit anyone but your primary target, I think it's still a pretty good dot. Maybe I played Shadow Warrior too much or something, but I love all instant cast abilities, because, I don't think I do many casted spells besides, Luminite. Maybe the, disarm if you get jumped by a witch hunter. It's also nice on those melee warrior priests to disarm. Ooh, double puddle. The easiest rotation is just to dot them where to paint them. That 1 second lightning bolt, and then and a rune. You probably want to get one more spell in on most people. That little rotation won't kill most people. But if they're taking damage from anyone else, it will. If it's like a solo you versus them, you're gonna have to do more than 3 spells. Oh, double hand. I think eventually a bright wizard and like I get targeted by sitting in front here. I go from like 5,000 to nothing real quick here eventually. DPS AM in scenarios is just absolute trash. And there's like really good players that have done it, and it's just like they would win twice as many games if they just healed. He keeps putting that like lightning point blank on the allied guys, order guys, whatever they're. Oh, I want to stun him at the end. I don't know, it's probably he's immune actually. Or he was. There we go. Oh, I should have went with something bigger. Oh, Alright, I'm gonna get lit up sitting in front here eventually. Bright Wizards basically have the same spells, more or less. They don't have Infernal Wave, they have Detonate instead. And Detonate doesn't do as much damage as Infernal Wave. Or if it does it over time, not up front. There we go, 17 to 0. Was the Bright Wizard? Nova, Fireball, and the AM. Let's see who that was. I think it was one of the better Bright Wizards that I've faced in this video. AKA doesn't just stand in front and eat a bunch of damage. It might be this guy. I mean, getting healed is key to, you know, being decent. If you can unload on anyone that doesn't get healed, it doesn't matter who they are. Unless they triple pot. They got the 4 range guys just hanging out together there. As they should. Way too often you see range guys up front needlessly. You see a melee war priest trying to fight 1 on 10 pointlessly. I mean, he's got a melee to heal, but if you're 1 on 10, you're not gonna live. It doesn't matter if there's 3 guys healing you. Oh, we got a melee war priest and Ironbreaker combo. Can be unkillable if the other team doesn't have any spike DPS, so you can actually tank like 1 on 6, 1 on 10, if you have like all tanks attacking you. Or undergeared DPS, but if they have a couple DPS, 2 on 10 doesn't work. And there's a 1022. I think he hit me with Nova. I never used that bullshit. The Hand of Rune equivalent that does the snare is way better. Nova's like having a ranged M1 damage, but Fireball, Barrage, and Nova is kind of trash. The Hand of Rune for Bright Wizards is fucking money because it snares people, so as they try and run away, they're still in range of some of the other stuff. That's an interesting strategy. It's working somehow. Well, there's an 1800, 1000. He cast that point blank thing on himself and then ran in there and started damaging people. Apparently our team jumped off or died. That point blank thing is just fluff damage most of the time. Oh, down he goes. Oh, I fucked up my pit there. Sneaky little shadow war out of nowhere shooting you can add up on the damage if you're not paying attention. A lot of their abilities don't have very good visual cues. I mean, besides the giant flying arrow hitting you, but it doesn't like light up your screen. He just cleansed my dot off him. I mean, it's like the first clue that people are somewhat competent, as they cleanse themselves from dots. Alright, so we joined, I think 5 minutes late on that one or something. 7 kills. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, a quarter of the people in these scenarios are, like, 80 by now. Well, certainly if they kept playing, but... So his play there is to, like, try and punt someone off, maybe. I think that's the Iron Breaker Warrior Priest combo. We disrupted my snare. They got a lot of healers. They got like, what, 2 warrior priests? Maybe 3 warrior priests? Yukon, Astalon, something else. I'm heal. I'm going to heal. Ooh, that zealot went up for the res, I think. Couple more people join here. Zelania's gonna die. If you're Zelania, one of the moves there is to sprint and then pot. Just get out of the range of the DPS. Because they can chase you and DPS you forever. Alright, with 3 healers and a DPS Archmage, they should not be able to die, so... I don't know how this one actually plays out. It used to be if you got 4 flags, you were almost guaranteed to win. And if you got 5 flags, it was impossible to come back from. But I think they changed it. It doesn't tick as many points now. Oh, I think that's the, Witch Elf blew up that Archmage. Oh, Ice Spike's just not long enough range. Yeah, this is during the Halfling event, which I think is Christmas? It actually might be Thanksgiving, but I think if it's Thanksgiving, this is like the end of the event. But I gotta clear these videos off my hard drive, so I figured I'd just upload them. I mean, the Order's real problem here is they have no DPS. I think they got a Bright Wizard and a DPS AM, and the DPS AM doesn't keep his distance, so you're a range class that's getting attacked by melee. It's not ideal. And then this guy's going for the res, foolishly. So that was 1,000 from the 1 second, 2,000 from Word of Pain, With the nerf today, maybe that's 1800, 1700, worst case, for that Word of Pain. You know, he's still gonna be in bad shape if he takes 900 and 1700. Although that's a core mechanic that's been on the Bright Wizard and the Sorc forever, so why they would change it this summer of 24, I have no idea. If you want to balance the class, you could just like, maybe you thought it was doing too much damage, just tune down some of the abilities a little bit. The change of core mechanic is kind of foolish. The only core mechanic I would absolutely support on Sorc and Bright Wizard is to remove the self-damage. It's just dumb. This scenario can be an absolute shit show if one team wipes middle, because you start all over the place and then it's impossible to come back from. So kind of whoever wins the first fight just steamrolls. I don't know if they'll ever fix it, change it. I don't know how you could. You'd have to have set spawns. And then maybe like a portal inside the spawn to go to the other spawn. Something. But right now what happens is you get wiped at middle, or you wipe them at middle, and then half their team comes out of one of the portals, you go kill them. Half of them come out the other portal, you go kill them. The first half respawns at a different portal, you go in, and it's endless. 12 on 6. Ooh, there's a Doom Bolt. What did it hit for? Disrupt? I think that may be what it was. Really terrible to load up a 2-second spell for it to be disrupted. Sometimes that ice spikes lands on people, but you don't know until you actually target them. Because of how buff head works. Look, we're just like camping. Like that, I don't think they can come out of there. My one spell is doing like 1500 damage a second to anyone that... Total damage, but to anyone that comes out of that portal. Maybe they can click something inside that spawn and spawn like a lord or something to help them out. If we're within, you know, if you got more than 5 people within 20 feet of the gate, they click something and then like an NPC comes out and fucks everybody up. That would be super cool. It's just undoable right now. On scenarios in general, are a lot of them are just stomps. Tier 2 is a little bit better. There's just more mindless fighting. It's way worse than Tier 4. Because they don't have any mechanics to actually balance the scenario once it's lopsided. Composition or not, sometimes they're just boring in Tier 4, so we'll look at a couple more Tier 2 ones. Yeah, it was 10. Trying to farm the rune gear here. Switch to my other character and clear the PQ. Then switch back and finish it. It's the best way to get rune armor. Don't do all the mindless killing on your level 25 character. Do it on your level 40. Ooh, Slayer's coming at me with a big two-handed hammer. Ooh, he's gonna get me. He's full health. I don't know why I didn't continue to run there. Got the Archmage. You gotta, at some point, put pressure on their healers in the back. Otherwise that Slayer Ironbreaker will just wreck. Oh, there's a little guy hiding behind me. I don't know if I didn't see that guy or what, or just didn't care. Oh, we got one healer. Usually when I see him and I don't care, I at least de-taunt him. Uh-oh. It's the Slayer. I was gonna say, there's no way I live. So I guess if the fight goes on long enough, they can come in behind you and get you. Something interrupted me there. Here's a Doom Bolt. What does it do? 1200? Again, anything two-hand is on the table for damage. Tier 4, they would spam, the second they start getting targeted, they'll spam that, where they twirl their sword around and it gives them a bunch of disrupt. Unfortunately, we have to ignore those two guys, tanks that are on us. Besides being tanks, they're tanks with shields. They're just pointless to attack. Unless they're the only thing left. Finding me up. Ooh, it worked. I spawned right next to him, so alright. Gloomite on the turret is always nice because you know it's not going to get disrupted. He's got his back to me, so we'll do some damage to him. Oh, nice turn around with one of our fucking shield ability. Hold the line. I think he hit it. They have a shield and they hit that shit, you might as well target something else. Grip of Fear, it's not gonna do anything. Well, I'm gonna die again. See, once you die and you start coming out of the spawn, it's just fucking pointless. You guys got so much healing. 200,000. So there we are on the receiving end of just coming out of your spawn, dying over and over. Now in tier 4 what happens is they don't even leave the spawn. Once your team loses, they'll just sit in the spawn. And then if you want to play, you're out there fighting, you know, 1 on 6, 2 on 6. They've added some mechanics to try and get them to, you know, go fight, but they don't... Well, we're gonna lose anyway, so why would we? Bunch of babies. Oh, he's gonna be dotable. There we go. Oh, I didn't get a word of pain though. Jesus Christ, this guy. He's got a two-hander now at least. Put the shield back on. Punted him behind me. Alright, got the warrior priest. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill myself trying to land a dot. My team's running around the corner. I have no idea why you would do that. They're chasing the part. You just kill him when he comes over. If they hit you with the ballistas up top, they do so much damage on this map. Alright, we can distract two of them, I guess. Alright, there's Warrior Priest is back there. I think the Swordmaster mounted up, and he's like warps on top of me. Maybe he used M2, I have fucking no idea. Look how fast he was. I know he mounted up, but he wasn't there when I flipped the camera. When I turned away for like 2 seconds, he was on me. Oh, you put the shield back on. He's guarding this white line, so if he gets close enough, we can whittle him down. I got 30-second absorb, so I'll just drink that. Oh, he did M2. Well, maybe that's what he did before. Damn, his M2 snares for like 20 minutes. I think I can get up here if I jump right. You can on the other side. I don't think I got up there. Or I did and I jumped down. I know on the order side you can definitely jump back up pretty easily. They've gotten like 2 caps on us, but we're getting kills. And scenarios are broken too, where like kills are worth way more than winning. So if you got like 30 kills and lost 500, you know, 3 caps, 4 caps to none, you would get more renown than if you had tried to win the game like traditionally. What a useless Ironbreaker. We got the white line. Sword and shield, usually you just ignore them until you kill your primary targets. I mean, he was better off two-handed, he just didn't know what he was doing. You gotta play two-hand like a DPS class that has guard. Like this guy's doing. You gotta run away a little bit. I think he's gonna die though. The only class that can like not run away is probably like Knight because they're just so beastie. Oh god. Here it comes again. That's what emotes will get you. It'll distract this guy. He'll go after me and do nothing instead of actually like guarding somebody, challenging people. The emote's like the hidden ability. So I was hoping he'd run back and we could get a good Gloomite. Here's the guy we really want, though. Disarmed him. Ooh, Doombolt, what was it gonna do? Oh, nothing. So what happened is my Hand of Ruin hit before the Doombolt landed. This is not a good spot for me. Ooh, he's got to feel confident here. I got no pots. I do have a guard. Yeah, we got the Swordmaster. Get this guy out of his heal range. Of course he blocks the Doom. That's why Doombolt is really just pointless. Alright, if he goes back to full health, that means he's getting heals. So then you just change the back line and kill whoever came up to heal him. Ignore the two-handed, or the sword and shield tank again. He's M2ing me. Like, he should be guarding this guy that we're about to kill. That guy, that Warrior Priest death is solely because of the Ironbreaker. One, he had to run in to heal him. And then two, the Ironbreaker didn't guard him. So if you're the Warrior Priest, you gotta realize that that Ironbreaker's like useless and just let him run out and do his thing. Die after a couple minutes, respawn, do it again. But like to try and heal him is pointless. It's more likely to get you killed, which kills your whole team if you're a healer. Sometimes I do it on reses on my Shaman and Archmage. Like I go res a guy that I should make release. And then sometimes there are tanks that in the back line are very disruptive, and you do want to keep a hot on them if you can. Just because of the disruption they cause. But you got to figure out who those tanks are, and then hot them up, and then figure out who kind of the useless ones are, and leave them to die. Swordmaster might be re-rolling Sorc after that. Like, I'm pretty sure Gilgum is 80 by now. I should have punted him in the water. He's going after the other Sorc now, so we'll 2-on-1 him. Yeah, I mean, he takes 2 Sorcs out of the fight for a minute or two. But then, now it's 12 on 11. Oh, 11 on 11. Yuha went down. It's really annoying that first ice spikes didn't land. I don't know if it's range or if it's that stupid strafing thing. Bolt, let's see what it does. I think it was 1,000. Alright, 15 ain't bad. This one is a shit show. This one's straight up broken for range DPS, dude. There's like invisible barriers. I guess we cap this. This usually attracts someone to come down here, so I'm sitting up here watching them. Disarm would be nice here too. The 732 that's ticking is just me hitting myself. Just a dumb mechanic. Oh. Potted? Somehow alive? Disarm this guy. Still alive somehow. Alright, we didn't die. They captured both though. Oh, I gotta die here, right? Oop. I guess it's over. It was quick 4-0 on Twisting Tower, thank God. You can puddle from down here if you get it on the edge there and hit them all. Kind of like that. The line of sight's just so bad though. So you're not going to get a lot of like good getting a little close. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at there. With the flame turret and shit. Zealot is way too close. Zavio's got to back the fuck up. You can place your puddle really far forward on Zealot and then back up a little. And it'll continue to heal guys that are really far away. Damn, he got annihilated. 2,400 or something. They got metal, so we gotta like go back and cap. These guys have no interest in doing it though. I gotta die faster than I can cast it. Oh, he did the whirling pin in the air. I should have finished off that low damage guy with a Z. I thought they'd get him. Maybe they did get him. The puddle sure does keep people away though. I mean, they got a lot of ranged DPS. That keeps them away too, if they know what they're doing. Apparently, I was gonna say, apparently M3 didn't do anything. They just let that Shadow Warrior go. They just needed one snare and they would have killed him. Like, that branch has hit me. Why? I mean, we know we can hit this guy for 2,400. He has no resist. I don't know if the 22 must have been the word of pain. I don't think it was the Doombolt. I think Doombolt can hit that hard, but it rarely does. Like mid-thousands if you're really lucky, I think. Over 2 if they have no resist like that guy, but... Now down there, if you have morale on Shadow Warrior, what you're trying to do is punt people off and they run across. This fucking one again. Alright, so this one... Maybe we'll see the broken barriers here. So when you run into this bottom level, there's an invisible door. And if you're on the other side of it, you can't cast spells. And I'm certain it wasn't there a long time ago, so they added it. I have no clue why. Maybe people were peeking up and dotting people that were camping middle. I have no clue. I'm hoping we see an exam. If we see one, I'll point it out. But it's like you can see the guy. Like I could see this bright wizard, but I can't cast a spell on him. It would just like say target out of sight, target out of sight. And then when you go through the invisible barrier, suddenly they're hittable. Hunt off the edge. I think that puts you in your spawn now, without dying. Used to be a death. Back in the fun times. I think we all die here? I don't really know. Or maybe that's the top unlocking. If you're a healer and you see a Sorc or Bright Wizard loading up on you, you gotta be quick and click detaunt. Even if you're like in the middle of a heal spell. Yeah, if we cap this, I think we win. Or not win, but we like win the round, I guess. It was worth 200 points. Might have killed all my peers, I have no idea. I didn't die though. Alright, here's the barrier. I'm right on the barrier. Let's see if it works. Oh, I hit him with my staff. Oh, Doombolt. Let's see it. I didn't want to get killed by the explosion. Doombolt? Big Doombolt into Hand of Ruin can do a lot of damage, but it's just kind of stupid. Another shield warrior priest. He's guarded by the knight. I don't know who else he's guarded by. Nobody? I think he's guarded by that knight in particular. Agnes. Could be the other one. Oh, I should not have stopped running. That was foolish. Definitely shouldn't have turned. I should have ran right to the flag. Keep thinking I was getting a heal from Malik. If I don't see a healer on the team, then I'd beeline back to the spawn, but sometimes you just instinctively figure you're gonna get a heal. Alright, 2 shield warrior priests and a regular warrior priest. Oh, we were so close in that regular warrior priest. And we are definitely not getting healed out of group. I think Twin Blade is a like a melee. He's not even a healer. These guys would be killable with heals, because I could do enough AoE damage to offset those crappy shield docs, or shield war priests. Because they ball up, so when they ball up, you gloom a night and you puddle, and you're doing tons of damage. Which might allow the other 3 or 4 DPS in the other group to do something. Like, I get free AoE damage just because of how they like the ball. Ooh, we're gonna get them. I should probably get the fuck out of here. I think it'll, like, cancel the scenario even if I don't vote. Yeah, it was waiting on me. Alright, so I think I'm closing in on rune armor here. I usually have it before 35. He detonated me. I don't know why I'm... You get cleansed or something? Maybe the Cholin ran out, but it looked like the Gloom of Night ran off him too. Lona is just going straight for the cap. I mean, we knew that was coming, right? Well, at least that didn't last long. We must have capped and she's over. There's last cap. Hacker kneecaps. Going straight in. The double witch hunter. Bold move just to go into a group of like 8 people and try and kill the healer in front of everybody. Like, our dock is sitting in the front, so they could fight the front and then turn on the dock. They could have got that, squiggy on the side. Oh, I have no health. We're going for the Rune Priest. There you go, he's up on the top, going for the Sorc. On the side, rather. Going for the Doom Bolt. It never lands, dude. They always die before it lands. Three sword and shield iron breakers. Overjohn is guarding somebody, but there's no one near him. Go for the Rune Priest again. Hacker kneecaps. Go for the snare. I never use the snare. I think the snare just hit for 1345. The snare should do less damage and be an instant spell, to be honest. You never use it. People would lose their minds if a Sorc had and Bright Wizard had instant snare though. It's like, well, I do 750 damage to myself every time I cast a fucking spell. What is it? Is it really that big of a deal? It sounds like a super powerful, like, one-on-one ability, but the reality is Sorc sucks. Bright Wizard sucks in one-on-one. Damn, they're all over that. That dock is not gonna die. Oh, that pit, oh, maybe someone pitted on top of me. Whoop. Witch Hunter out of nowhere going for, what, a Sorc? I disarmed him with Frostbite there. Radun? Oh, Radun dies. Radun. Ooh, Shava with the 10. I know I got an example of this stupid, can't... Well, it's doing it there, but... Wait, if he runs through, it's gonna do it. I was trying to have his pet kill me. It's a decent move. The pet's overpowered. So is the Squig Herder one. Runs right back into the puddle. See you, boys. So we kill the Witch Hunter and then we click the portal and kill everybody else. And here's the goofy white line again. That's not, this isn't where... Right there, I try to dot him again, and it can't see the target, because that's where the barrier is that he just ran out. It's like in those gates. I think there's 2 or 3 of them. He's telling it to recall and attack me. Here, maybe we go kill him. Okay, here you go. See, can't see. Why can't I see? It won't cast. Like, that barrier was not always there. I hope I go back up and get him. I don't think they can jump over that wall. Alright, so in this scenario, once you cap the first 2 points and you hold them for a little bit, you gotta go to the top and cap. Or you start losing points, like 10 points every 10 seconds. So, we're about to cap here. I'll call the video there. And then we'll be back with 34 to 40 gameplay. Maybe we'll split it into a couple videos, we'll see. Alright, to be continued.